In HeavyBid, you can make mass changes quickly to your estimate. And this video is going to look at mass changes to activities. And of course, you can come into a single activity, change the calendar, workers' comp, or production rate, but that would only be for that activity. You would have to repeat the steps for every activity that you want the same changes in. So this video is going to look at edit, change estimate data, and the change activity data, the second one from the top. And when you go to this, it automatically makes a backup. It doesn't ask you a question if you want to make a backup, because if I can come in here and look at this backup, it's going to be here, and it's automatically stored in my HB save, and there it is right there. Just changed it hardly a minute ago. So it is making this backup when you come in here. Now remember, if you're on a multi-user system, you want to get everyone else out of the estimate just in case there's a conflict when the change is done. So here on the left-hand side, we have our checkboxes. There's our activity right there. It does show the bid item, so you can reference which bid item you're affecting the activity in. And if I want to, I can select individual bid items or activities, or I can do a range by highlighting, releasing my left mouse button, and then selecting it like that. Or I can select a range here, or I can even clear the selections like that. So that's the way I can select which ones I want to make a change in. Let me go ahead and just select a few right now. And then let's go over the right-hand side and see what changes we can make. Well, right away, you can see at the bottom, delete items. So that's how you can delete many activities at one time. Also, you can change the productivity factor. Maybe you had HU and you meant to have UH, and so you can change those activities. You can also change the rate in those. Obviously, I would have to choose probably the same activity to choose the rate, but then I could change the rate for all of those activities. I can also revise the calendar. Let's say you find out that a 510 is no longer going to work. You're going to have to go to let's say a 512. So I go OK, change the items. You're about to make changes to these selected activities, continue. And then I am going to change the production value. And now I have increased my estimate by that much, which is due to the overtime. So that is the calendar. Workers' comp's the same way. Maybe you find out that you have tagged the wrong workers' comp to a lot of activities. You can just come over here, check which ones those activities have the wrong or the incorrect workers' comp, and then indicate the right workers' comp. Marine land, you can indicate if it's marine land or not, if it's unreviewed or not. So this you could go in, let's say it's before bid review, and you want to just select everything as unreviewed. This would be the activity as unreviewed. I go select all and unreviewed and change items. Or vice versa, I can make everything reviewed. So if I come over here, you now see that it's checked. I can change the sort order, probably something that would be a little unusual, but you could. You can also make many activities non-additive by whatever you have chosen over here. Sum code, factorable, whether it's factorable or not. And then you have the report groups. This is the new report groups. And then you can go ahead and change that for many items right here. So there's a lot of things that you can change here. Most of the time, you're going to be probably changing workers' comp, unreviewed, maybe non-additive, and maybe the calendar. So those are the items that you would probably revise most often for many activities. So that is the change activity data screen.